Hello, welcome back, YouTube. Hello. It's currently I want to say Wednesday for this game. I don't know. Again, I've been kind of all over the place with recording different videos at different times and all that stuff. So I just finished Astria for the week. Recorded that Friday video, uh, but I'm not done with this yet. So I do believe it's Wednesday. So I've got a couple more to go after this. But let's go ahead and get started. Pretty excited because we get to finally explore the dungeon today. I am gonna I am gonna delay that a little bit though, and head to the what is it, the abyss. I'm gonna head to the abyss first. I might also see about moving these villagers around because we have a lot more of them now. We've had the tavern keep and the stylus here for a while, but we just got the bandit yesterday, actually, after Skeletron. Maybe after Queen Bee. I don't know. We got him pretty recently. We got the clothier, also after Skeletron. It's actually the same guy as the old man, but he's not cursed anymore. And he sells clothes and threads, dyer clothes, I believe, and all that stuff. So that's cool. And then we also have the witch doctor now from Queen Bee. He sells some pretty cool stuff. He's going to sell even more stuff later on as we progress through the game, but we get a new ranged option, the blowgun, and we get an imbuing station, which crafts special types of potions which you can't craft at a alchemist table. So we'll definitely be talking to him later. Okay, let's go ahead and head to the abyss. Sorry, not the dungeon, the abyss. I'm gonna go ahead and reset my double tap to dash so I can play like normal while I'm not fighting any bosses. So for the abyss, I do believe we need some extra gear so we don't die. We have the jellyfish gear, I think. Yeah, we've got this, which is going to help a bit, but there's some better options we can get later on. But for now, this will be just fine. We'll go ahead and put that on. And we'll just head over to the abyss. I am going to reforge this really quickly, though. Just for the sake of it. Now, I can't exactly remember what it is that got unlocked in the abyss after Skeletron. I just remember there was some flavor text that hinted that we should go to the abyss. So, here we are. Not quite sure what we should be looking for here. Last time we were here, it's been a while, but last time we were here, I remember we opened a lot of chests, we killed some enemies, we didn't really get all that much stuff. There was some plenty mush that is used for like decoration, I think, mostly. There was a lot of stuff we couldn't access yet. Yeah, like here, this stuff here we can't get. Looks like we still can't get it, actually. So that's still locked off to us. Some more chests I didn't explore yet, so that's cool. I think if we go too far, we're still gonna die, so I'm not quite sure what it is we unlocked, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Maybe they just spawn some more chests with better loot. Guess maybe that's it. Which isn't bad. I mean, I would have liked to get some new gear, maybe, but you know, some extra gold and loot and all that stuff's not bad for sure. There's some gear in here, but I thought we'd be able to like, mine a new ore or something like that. Regardless, let's keep going. Yeah, I don't really remember any of these chests being here last time, so I guess that was it. And they're all, you know, completely undiscovered and unlooted anyway, so you would think at least one of them would be empty already, but I guess not. Inventory's about full. It's almost full. It's not quite full yet, but almost. I like this guy. Big ol' oarfish. I think I only know about oarfish because of Animal Crossing, to be honest. Oh. Oh, I think we got hit by one of those geysers or something. Yeah, I think I think I only know, oarfish from, Animal Crossing. Because you can catch one of those during a certain time of the year, you know, at a certain time of day. They're huge. You know, most of the fish in Animal Crossing are not that big, but some of them are huge. That's one of them. So, when I used to play Animal Crossing, and I caught one of those guys just out of nowhere, it surprised me quite a bit. Since then, I've seen, like, pictures of real oarfish, and I realized that they're that big in real life, too. Pretty crazy. I like those guys. They seem cool. Go ahead and sell some stuff. We've got a lot of stuff here, though. The potions I definitely don't need. So we can sell all of those. All these weapons and accessories, we'll go ahead and keep those. This'll treasure, we can keep that. The chests, we'll keep those for storage, in case we need them later. Go ahead and check out what we got here. Then after that, we'll head into the dungeon for a little bit. I thought there would be a little bit more in the abyss, but I don't know. I guess we can always go back and try to find some more chests, but I don't know. I think that might be it for now. Bunch of gold in there. Got a flail, I think this is. It's a melee weapon. It is a material, so maybe we can use that for something later. We've got a magic weapon. Also a material. A torrential tear. Summons the rain. Rain will start sometime after this is used. If used while raining, it will stop rain. Okay. Cool. Got a depth charm. Reduces the damage caused by the pressure of the abyss while out of breath. Okay. It removes the bleed effect caused by the upper layers of the abyss. Oh, okay. That's useful then. Because when we're that far deep underwater, we try to surface out of the water. I've noticed that we take a lot of damage over time. I guess that's what that is that bleed effect. So I guess this removes it. So that's pretty cool. Got another melee weapon. Okay. Oh, I remember using this in my Revengeance playthrough, actually. This is not a bad weapon. But it is melee, so we're not going to use it during this playthrough. We have another accessory. Allows you to fall faster while in liquid. Okay. They're both materials, by the way, so see those later. And an archer fish. A type of gun, it looks like. Converts musket balls into streams of water. Okay, I have musket balls on me. Ah, okay. Cool. I don't know if I want to use this necessarily. If it were to replace anything, it would probably replace the taser. So we can try it out. Just leave the taser in our inventory for now and try out the archer fish. Go ahead and see what all of this stuff crafts into, though. Maybe we can use it later. Got another melee weapon, so no. Go ahead and sell that then. There's also a melee weapon, so no. Sell that. Oh, I should probably see what this does also before we sell it or, you know, put it away. Ah, okay. It shoots a bunch of bubbles and creatures, whatever those things are, like barnacles or leeches or something. Homing plankton. Oh, okay. Interesting. I guess we would replace the pulse pistol then with this. I, you know, I still do like the B gun and the trade winds. So I guess let's try it out. It's a weird weapon. It's just a frog. It's not even a like a staff or like a wand or something. It's just a frog. Pretty strange. Let's keep it and see if we can't use it later. And we can craft this into another magic weapon later, so we'll keep it around. Alright. Good to know, good to know. Iron boots. Let's see, what is this? Abyssal diving gear. We need anechoic plating, iron boots, luminite, and mollusk husk. I know luminite we're gonna get way later, so I guess I won't worry about that for now. Depth charm. Oh, we need the charm to make the diving gear. Oh, okay. We need luminil and depth cells, which I guess we get from abyss creatures. We haven't gotten any yet, but I guess we'll get some later, maybe. And luminil, which I think we also get from the abyss, if I remember correctly. We'll see that later. And the torrential tear to summon rain. I'll go ahead and put that in the tools chest. Because, I mean, I guess you could call it a summon, technically. But the summons chest I'm reserving for boss summons or event summons exclusively. So that's all fine. Go ahead and leave that tier in the mod tools chest for now. We'll put away these weapons here. Got the taser, which is a gun. Go ahead and put that in here. Got the pulse pistol. Go ahead and put that in here. Then we have these accessories that we can switch out now. Diving gear goes with the fishing stuff and the water stuff. And this stuff also goes with water, for sure. And we'll sell these melee weapons. Oh, you're selling more stuff. Yeah, this is a lot more stuff than last time I came over here. Kind of annoying, because now you're selling major food, when I was looking for major food for however long, and now you just sell it. Okay. Are you selling new stuff too? Oh yeah. Oh, you sell a boomstick now. How convenient. How convenient. I was looking for that too, earlier. How convenient. Whatever. Let's go ahead and head to the dungeon, finally. Got about 15 minutes. Well, not that long, but we can do some exploring. Oh, I should probably reforge this stuff really quickly, though. Hold on. I'm gonna forget to do it later if I don't do it right now. There's that. Then the... How do you pronounce that? Black... Anurian? Anurian? I think that's how you would say that? Anurian? I don't know. I'm gonna stick with that. Anurian. Maybe it's a type of frog. I've never heard of an Anurian frog, though, so... I wouldn't know. So yeah, now the dungeon does not have the old man here just chilling out. We can just go in now. We won't be stopped by the dungeon guardians anymore. So we are free to explore this entire biome. Now, the dungeon is kind of a crucial part of this game, if you don't know already. It's classic. It's been in the game for as long as the game has existed, I think, for the most part. Maybe not in alpha or beta, but I think since 1.0 has been released, the dungeon has always existed in some form. It's been updated over the years, obviously. But it's always been a kind of a crucial pivot point in progression for a couple of reasons. One of them is right here, actually. The mechanic NPC is pretty crucial to a lot of stuff. She sells wires and a lot of mechanical stuff, so pressure plates, rails, actuators, stuff to place down wires and cut them, levers, all this stuff. Timers, etc., teleporters. So if you ever need to hook up some kind of like automation for like a farm, or if you want to teleport yourself somewhere, that's all going to be through the mechanic. So that's all cool. For now, I don't really need to buy anything from her, because it's just going to take up inventory space. And she's just going to go back to our house anyways. So we'll talk to her later. That's one of the reasons why the dungeon is so important, because we get a new NPC, which sells a lot of different stuff. We also have these chests throughout the dungeon. We're going to see more of them later on. But certain enemies will drop golden keys, which we will use to open up the chests. We'll definitely be using those later. And we do get a bunch of new enemies. Most of them drop bones, and most of them drop weapons. Like, we just got a weapon from that guy. Got a shinobi blade, and staff of necrosteocytes. Okay. Which are apparently rogue weapons and summon weapons, respectively. But we're already getting some new stuff here. And we're barely even through the first section of the dungeon. The dungeon is quite expansive, so we're probably going to be here for the next 2 or 3 episodes easily. There's more enemies as we get further down into the dungeon, and there's more loot, so we're going to see a lot of that. And the dungeon even updates itself in the game later. Once we defeat a certain boss later on, the dungeon will actually shift and change. We'll get even more different enemies and loot from that later. So, even if we completely explore the dungeon now, we're gonna see some more stuff later. So, quite the biome, I would say. A lot of furniture in here too. Banners, chairs, clocks, tables, beds, all that, paintings, all that type of stuff. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff in here. For now, there's not any particular one item that we're going for. We're just kind of exploring the dungeon and seeing what we can get. There is an item in here that I do want, called a Cobalt Shield, which negates all knockback as long as you have it on. So that'll help us out during any type of combat later on. But there's a lot of other items we can get from here. So we just want to do as much exploring as we can, basically. I don't know if we have any golden keys yet. Oh, we have one. Okay. Trying to favorite a lot of stuff so we don't accidentally sell it, throw it away later. So yeah, there's a lot of dangerous stuff here, a lot of enemies, a lot of traps, spikes, stuff that just wants to kill you, basically. So fairly dangerous, but fun to explore, anyways. Another example of some loot we can get is here, actually. We're going to see a lot of these uniquely colored chests that we don't see anywhere else in the game. And these are biome chests. So they'll have loot specific to a certain biome. And you can only get them in these biome chests. And the way you open them is also kind of biome specific. The keys that you get from them you can only get in the certain biome. So if we want to open this ice chest here, we have to find an ice key in the ice biome. I think enemies will just randomly drop one later. I don't know if they have a chance to drop one right now, but as we progress through the game even further, I think we'll get some more enemies, and those enemies will have a chance to drop the biome key. I think. It's hard to recall exactly how the game works as we get further and further along, but I think that's how it works. Okay, so first golden chest here. Got a sword, it looks like. Not exactly what I was looking for, but that's okay. I would like to sell some stuff, though, before we pick that up. it's generally a good idea if you're in the dungeon for the first time to try to make it as basically as safe as possible. So, you know, once we talk to the mechanic a little bit more, we can get some stuff to disarm traps. We can get rid of these spikes ourselves with our pickaxe. We can use like a calming potion to reduce spawning, enemy spawning. And as we explore the different chests, we can just pick them up so we don't confuse ourselves later. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while, just exploring, safe-proofing it. We're gonna talk to the mechanic and harvest some wires from here and disarm all the traps. All that good stuff. So, yeah. These water candles are pretty valuable, so I'll go and pick those up. We're gonna use these in a few recipes later. I guess, you know, sooner rather than later, because we have them now. We can probably use them as soon as we go back home. And I did see we did pick up a cobalt shield, so I'll go ahead and equip that so we don't get tossed around anymore. Cobalt shield is probably one of my favorite accessories in this game, to be honest. A lot of people online, I think, tend to, they trade it out for other stuff. They're like, oh, you can forego the knockback for, like, extra speed or, like, a dodge chance or something like that. Which I get, I respect that, but honestly, I don't know if I could play the rest of the game having knockback on all the time. I really hate knockback in this game. So, having any options to get rid of it is perfect for me. I just hate it. Alright. I don't really have a direction I need to go. I'm just kind of going. Oh, hello. New slime. Alright, I guess I'll see you back home then. Little old man. The cutie. A yo-yo? I think that's a yo-yo right there. I'm keeping all of the loot just so I can kind of assess what we have. In case I do want to keep it, maybe. But honestly, I don't know if we really need to keep all like the melee weapons and the rogue weapons and all that stuff. I'm just kind of holding on to everything until later. And this gun here, this what is it? Archerfish. This archerfish seems pretty solid, so I'll go and keep that. Definitely easier to use than the taser, I would say. Alright, let me go ahead and open these, or at least this one chest here that I see. I think that'll bring me to time. Oh no, there's another one up there. Oh no! Oh. Never mind. I guess we'll just end it there then. We got some cool stuff. A lot of weapons. A lot of keys that we can use later. We have some chests that we can use for storage. The witching table we will use towards our scroll powers eventually. Tally counter, which we could use in the cell phone crafting stuff here. And a clothier voodoo doll, which is actually the summon for Skeletron. If we want to fight him again, we can do that. Yeah, cool stuff. We'll come back later for even more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.